There's a pretty fun icebreaker game called Never Have I Ever. It's played in multiple different ways and you can use all sorts of different things, but I did this with a group not too long ago where you say never have I ever, and then you make a statement. Never have I ever done this. And then you go around the room, and anybody that has done that has a stack of pennies or has, a bunch of M&Ms or something, and they have to put an M&M in the jar or a penny in the jar if they've been someone who's done that. Never have I ever blank. Go around the room. If they've done it, put the penny in the jar. The last person that has something in their hand wins. Never have I ever. Never have I ever gotten to the place in life where I thought I would be the way I thought I'd get there. Have you ever been there? I've made plans my whole life. I've tried to accomplish things, and I've never gotten to the place I thought I would be the way that I thought I would get there. In fact, it's been really frustrating at times. I've worked really hard. In fact, my life has been one of these. I've had goals, I've set them, I've tried to accomplish them. I've seen God do incredible things in my life, but never has it ever worked out the way that I thought. I started out as a young kid in Iowa loving this game of basketball, which took me then to California, even though I thought I was going to stay in my home state, and then I went someplace else. Then I went back to my home state for a year, and then back to California. And in the middle of it, I met my wife at 19, which I never thought I'd meet my wife at 19 years old. She then came to California. We then moved to Illinois. I was in the business world, then I stepped into ministry, and then I became a pastor, and then I said, God, I'd never become a lead pastor, I'd never move to Minnesota, and now I'm in Minnesota doing what I'm doing, talking to you today. Never would I ever have thought I'd be here doing this. And yet, that's exactly what God does in our lives. He puts us in the place that He wants us in the way that He wants us to get there, and it rarely ever happens the way that we think. In fact, our verse today in Proverbs chapter 20, as we're in day 20 of our Proverbs challenge, says this: a person's steps are directed by the Lord. How then can anyone understand their own way? Proverbs 20:24. A person's steps are directed by the Lord. How then can anyone understand their own way? Never have I ever gotten to where I thought I would be the way that I thought I'd be there. See, God directs our steps. And since He's the one that directs our steps, since the Lord directs our steps, how can we understand our own way? We can't. Which is a reassuring verse in this season, because there are things that are happening, there are things that are taking place that you and I don't understand. But know this, God is directing your steps. You may not understand your way, but God does, because He's right there with you, directing exactly where you're supposed to go. So what are you learning in the season? Where are you going? Where is God leading? I guarantee you'll get there, just not the way you thought you would. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.